Hey guys, Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute Contractors First. Hey, I just wanted to come on here and we did we did a bunch of stuff this week. I just got off of an open call for commercial sales and talked to a bunch of guys, but I've not talked. I've talked to more guys this week on independent calls than I have probably in my entire life. It's okay. There's a lot of guys out there. There's a lot of guys out there needing help. And that's not a problem. If you're one of those guys and you need some help, you want to reach out, you want to text and set up a call. My number's 480-522-5227, 480-522-5227. Text me, and I'll give you a time and we can take a call and we can tweak up some things that you're doing. Got off a couple of great calls today of guys that are actually doing the demonstration process, actually started doing the unsolicited prices, and they're starting to see the actual results as far as the payday, actually selling and closing accounts. And all this is about reoccurring accounts. One of the blogs I did this week was about the state of the economy, not policies. Okay, these policies politically and stuff like that, we've got to be abreast of them because the bottom line is it can change the market. And so I did a thing out there, and we're talking about what types of reoccurring accounts that you should be going after right now. Now, I despise fast food, but the problem is every time the economy gets a little waffly, people often in their mind think, hey, we can't go out to a nice dinner, but we want to go out because we can't cook because we're too busy. So we're going to pick up and grab some fast food. So fast foods places right now are on the rise as far as business goes. There are other things, lots of things that are going to be associated with kids because of some of the economy issues. People are uneasy, so they're not going to be doing the vacations that they're doing, but they're going to be taking their kids to these local places because they want their kids to have entertainment. They want to have their kids to have fun. The same thing holds true when you're talking about when you're talking about the kid places. There's a lot of other places out there that you can also seek after. The jump places, all those types of things. They're out there. I want to jump into this though and tell you that one of the other great things is also pet stores. Pet stores are very profitable and they're done often. The reason they're done often is dogs do their business in front of them. So they can't be stinking. So they get washed frequently. So that's a little bit of a tip for you. And they do real well in a down economy. So they're kind of recession proof. Another thing that's recession proof that I want to go over with you guys is community management. Community management where they have an HOA and they have an association. I'm not talking about apartment complexes. I'm talking about the actual HOAs that have an HOA, a homeowner association fee tied to it. These things have usually reserves. This means that they have a 5-year reserve. It means that a downturn in the economy is not going to affect them. I also went over on some pricing on community management in a blog in the last 10 days. You can go check it out. If you want to learn how to bid those a little bit better, I have a very easy system to figure that out. I did that blog, I think about 4 or 5 days ago. I showed you how easy it is to bid a parking structure. I showed you how easy it is to bid community management, shopping centers by GLA, GLS. And then you got your Fortune 500 places that are just all within a certain amount of feet of each other. And I think guys really like to overthink that a lot. They really overthink what they're supposed to be doing. Look, a fast food place is a fast food place. You have a freestanding and you have an inline unit, okay? The bottom line is those are the two differences between what a fast food place would cost. And I talk so much about this. Start making price lists. Take orders instead of trying to always be out there selling. You'll find out that it works a little bit better. One of the other things I want to move on to, because there's a lot of guys watching this and be like, man, he's just rambling on, he's going on. all the people that are in my sales program understand these things, and they get a lot of these things that I'm talking about. So I want to talk to you about the live demonstration and the unsolicited proposals. When you are doing those, make sure that you record the video of the demo, even if you're doing it live. The demo itself, the video itself, becomes a tool to help the contact, the prospect, sell. Sometimes the prospect is not the final decision maker, but if you're out there and you do the demo, make sure you always videotape it. There's two reasons. Well, there's more than two reasons, but the big two reasons is it gives you some organic media for the World Wide Web. That's going to bring you more business, and it's going to bring you order taking instead of selling. The next thing is you give that contact the ability to have that video. So if he needs to pitch it to his ownership or his boss or the person that really makes the decision, you're giving them the tools to help further that decision along. And trust me, that is a big thing. I always tell guys, I'll give a demo to the dishwasher. Obviously, we want the decision maker. But if you got to give a demo and you get a demo done and you get it to the dishwasher, that's fine. You can get the dishwasher to give it to his boss. But if you do the demo and you videotape it, he has the ability to do that. And I'm using dishwasher, being a little bit facetious. It could be an underlink management, somebody that can't make the decision. That's the point I'm trying to stress to you guys. But guys, I want you guys to understand something. Don't worry about what the state of situation is around you. Keep moving forward. Trust me, right now, your competition is not doing as much. They're cutting back. Don't do that. Don't necessarily pick it up, but stay moving forward. Stay steady. Keep marketing. Keep doing your sales. And definitely keep out there in front of people, because when you're out there in front of people, opportunity will present itself. That's the main thing about sales. Here's my last and final tip. I'm going to give you two tips. Don't call me asking me when you should follow up. That's a question. That is a question that you need to ask the people yourself. I don't have a crystal ball. Well, I do. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a crystal ball, but I can pretty much. It's funny because guys will do this stuff and they ask me, you have a crystal ball? Because that's exactly what they did. I've been through the process so many times that I understand. Here's the two biggest lies. I don't make that decision, and your price is too high. Well, if my price is too high, why are you telling me you don't make that decision? Okay. Those are the two biggest lies, because those are the easiest ways to get rid of you. They tell you you're too high when sometimes they've never even looked at the price, never even looked at the price. And I've proven this to some of my other students because I've sent $250,000 bid and I said we would do it for $95. We were too high. And that was a joke because they never looked at the bid. And I proved that to the person I was coaching because they go like, we put the bid down for $95 and they just said we were too high. And the bid should have been like $125,000. So it just goes to prove you. And I do that sometimes because I want to see that they're looking at it. Okay. I want to know that they've looked at it, and I catch them that they didn't look at it. It means that it's telling you that they're not interested. And a lot of times when you ask them and say, when should I follow up? When should I follow up? The bottom line is they'll tell you, don't call me, I'll call you. That tells you a lot. It tells you, hey, they're not really interested. Okay. So you have to understand and build some systems in play to where when you find out somebody's not really interested, does it mean we're going to let off of them? Not necessarily, but you're going to have three grades of people. And it's real simple. It's either hot, warm, or cold. Somebody that says, hey, don't call me, I'll call you, they're going to probably be in the cold category. But we've done the work So we're still going to follow up. Okay. The bottom line is you've done the work, you're going to follow up. But whether they're warm, hot, or cold is going to be determining how often you're going to follow them up. And the bottom line is you're going to know because somebody that's hot's going to say, hey, call me next Tuesday. I meet with the owners on Monday. I'll have an answer for you. Hey, that's a hot lead. That's something you're going to make sure that you follow up. The bottom line is that somewhere on this list of things that you do wrong, the number one thing salespeople do is not asking when to follow up. People always say it's not following up. Not following up is somewhere in the top 5, but it is not number one. Number one is not asking that. That is something that you always have to do. Remember, guys, if you want to take a free coaching call, 480-522-5227. Text me. I'll tell you a time. It'll be next Tuesday. Yes, you have to jump through some hoops. You have to listen. My time is valuable. It'll probably be the most valuable time that you've ever taken from anybody that you've ever asked for help. I can guarantee you that. You can say I have a big head. No, I'm confident. There is nobody in this industry that knows how to sell commercial accounts like I do. That's just the bottom line. I've made more guys $1 million businesses in this industry than anyone else has. I can guarantee you that too. If you don't believe me, I'll send you the testimonials. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Everything I do is for free. If you want the help, give me a call, 480-522-5227. Text me first and we'll set some stuff up. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you on the call. What's up, Robert? How are you doing? Good to see you guys on the call. Chris, we need to do the follow-up podcast. Guys, Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute, we're out. Stay focused.